Well, g'day guys, welcome back to the channel. And well, this one's just a little bit of an update for you. I thought you may be interested in some information regarding this little project that I've been doing. Now, this was the last video, I think. This project has been a little bit of a learning curve for me, and it's all to do with this little LED controller. Now, we've learned a lot about this controller over the last couple of days, actually, and believe it or not, I have found the part. I have found exactly what it is. So I wanted to share with you just the bit of information that I've picked up on this thing. This isn't just one of these run-of-the-mill things. This is a very ingenious little board. Now, I'm going to take us down here and we'll have a bit better look on, well, what the board is. And I've got some sheets here that I'll pop up on the screen, and it'll explain all about what it is. And then I better get on to some turntables, the Technics table, and I've got a very special radiogram. It's actually a gramophone and radio combined. It's not really a radiogram as such. But anyway, let's have a look at this. Right, here's our little board. Here's our touch circuitry. Now, well, our little touch sensor goes into this chip. Now, this little chip here is actually an LED light controller chip. Okay, so it's got inside this chip, I don't know the number of this, it's scrubbed off and I can't find exactly what it is, but it's touch, so a touch for on off, and I'm sorry about the shadows, it's just the lighting in here, and the actual chip, if you hold the touch, it varies, it widens the PWM signal coming out of this chip. So if you stop, well, it stops at that setting. If you touch it again, it narrows the PWM signal going to this little device up here in question that we haven't been able to locate. Okay, which is that little fella in there, which I have taken off. Now, I'll show you exactly what it is. And now, as you saw from the previous videos, you can see that's the actual chip itself. Now, I'm not calling this a transistor, I'm calling this a chip because that's what it is. Okay, it's a 6-pin IC. There we go. And here's a close-up of it, the picture of this little device. Right, and let's have a look on the sheets now as to what this is, because that is actually an LED driver IC. Now, obviously there's a MOSFET or a couple of MOSFETs inside that thing, but this thing does a lot more than that. Let's have a look on the screen. Okay, there it is. It's an MBI 6657, 1 amp, dimmable LED driver. Now, our chip is at the front is our controller chip, which controls the PWM width, but this drives the LEDs. And as you can see, the 6 to 40 volts input range is very wide, and its output in this case is between 6 volts and 21 volts, and that is the voltage for the LEDs, which is controlled by the PWM signal. So there we go. If we go down, you can see it's on resistance as 0.25 of an ohm or 250 milliohm. So it's not hard on, it's not a big thing, but as you can see, it has thermal feedback, it's got thermal shutdown, it's got a protection for a Schottky diode short, or an open LED, or a short circuit LED, and well, only requires 5 components, which is what's on this board. Now, if we look at this picture, the next one, I've got the sheets in front of me here. If we look at this, we can see voltage in, you can see the dim signal, and now that will be our PWM in, our pulse width modulation input. You've got voltage in, ground. You've got your current sensing there as well. And of course, your switched output to ground via internal, I would say, MOSFETs. I don't know what's inside this, it doesn't say. But as you can see by the pinouts down below, there's they're listed. This took a bit of finding actually, but there it is, guys. Not quite the FET that I thought it was. Now I'll put this screen up for you now. It's the next page, and it's what is an MBI 6657. Now I'm not going to read all that out to you. You can pause the video, you can have a look at this, and just have a look at what's going on there. Quite a lot in one tiny flea-sized chip. Yeah, amazing. And the good news is AliExpress have them in stock. I have ordered them, and I'll get a couple of extras just in case. And they're on the way at the moment. So I wanted to bring you up to date with with just everything that was happening with this light. I sort of found it fairly interesting, and I hope you do too. So there you go, guys. There's a fair bit inside that little fella. He's not very big, and it's been very interesting to find out exactly how that works on this board. Okay, enough about pulse width modulation thingies. I better get on to this turntable, and before I go, I removed that chip, and you probably saw my tweezers from the last video. Now these are by Secure, and I did a review on these, and honestly they are just magic. There you go. The size of the tips, yeah, can I get a focus on that? Yep, it's amazing. So if you're doing any sort of surface mount stuff, boy, these make the job so easy. They work so well. I was glad I did the review on these. It was an eye-opener for me as to how easy surface mount components can be. Very, very difficult without something like this. That's enough from me. I'll catch us on the next one. Give us a like if you like the information. Subscribe if you haven't done already, and I'll see you on the next video. Okay, bye for now.